Continue to follow this story. New developments on the COVID-19 mandates. Mayor Muriel Bowser announcing starting today, proof of vaccination in D.C. will not be required in public places like your restaurants and your entertainment venues. The nation's capital also will be dropping its indoor mask mandate, but that will happen on March 1st.
And it comes as multiple blue states and cities are dropping their mandates. This ahead of the midterms. The latest, California's mask mandate expires today for indoor activities. However, that does not include schools. Many questioning the timing, possibly the politics behind these decisions. Joining us now to discuss is conservative activist and attorney Rogan O'Handley. Also with us, president at the Red Renaissance PAC, Kim Klacik, alongside content manager at the Foundation for Economic Education, Hannah Cox. Panelists, great to see you and great to see your faces today, too. It helps with the communication that we're going to be having here. Rogan, we'll start with you again. This idea and trend that we are seeing of blue cities and blue states dropping their mask mandates. What do you make of the timing of it?
I think it has to do with one thing and one thing only: Canadian truckers. I truly believe that they have started a global movement that is restoring freedom, not only for Canadians, but across the world, especially here in the United States. It's no coincidence that once these people start mobilizing and humiliating Justin Trudeau on the international stage, I mean, this guy just had to call for effectively martial law because nobody will listen to him. Canadians are some of the most polite people, and they've had enough. I think a lot of these Democrat leaders are hearing the sounds of diesel engines and honking in the distance, and they're scared.
Kim Klacik, your thoughts on that as well, because we just had, Emma was talking to some truckers earlier, and they were talking about a convoy will start here in the States. It will begin, I believe, at Barstow in late February. And what that could do to an already weakened supply chain here in America. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I love to see when people stand up and fight for their rights and their freedom. But like you said, we already have supply chain issues in our country already. The grocery stores, I think they call it bare shelves Biden. There are some shelves that are still bare. But if that's what needs to happen for them to drop these mandates, I'm all for it. I agree with Rogan. I think the truckers have a big reason and why they're now starting to wise up in some of these blue states and dropping these mandates. And also because of midterms. Remember, you have just a few weeks before people jump into the primaries. And I think some of those Democrats are scared to see who they'll be up against.
Remember, Hannah, when Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin decided to lift the mask mandates and how that was met with media coverage in such a negative viewpoint? And then only weeks later, it was the New Jersey governor who did the same thing. We've kind of seen this sort of negative press coverage as well from the Canadian truckers. Your thoughts on how the media is really presenting all of this information to their readers?
Well, the media wants us to think we're not winning, and nothing could be further from the truth. The people are rising up. We're fighting back. We're seeing mass civil disobedience, which is the most effective way of actually affecting political change. I'm thrilled by this. We see parents rising up at school boards. We see the truckers. We see people using fake vaccination cards to get around these stupid mandates. All of this is super exciting, and you know their internal polling must be showing something really significant if all of a sudden they're backing off, right? Rising mental health, rising suicides, rising drug addictions, kids losing years of education. None of that made them back off, but all of a sudden they're starting to back off these policies. That means we're actually winning. It doesn't matter if Justin Trudeau labels these people as racist. It doesn't matter if our own U.S. Department of Homeland Security labels us as terrorists. We're not stopping. We're not backing down. The people have had enough, and it's not going to stop.
Yeah, and I just want to highlight exactly what's happening here. Millions and millions of people tuned into the Super Bowl. You can show those pictures. And there was a request. Yes, celebrities were caught without a mask, but SoFi Stadium is 70,000 people inside. No one wore a mask. There was a mandate to wear masks indoors. There is no way to spin that. No one wore it. How do you watch this play out where 70,000 people don't adhere to a mandate? The next morning you wake up and you go along and watch school children completely covered up. I mean,